Hi, everyone. My name's Christina Hazen. I'm so excited to be here with Loveland Opera Theatre and my good friend Kayla Nanto, presenting this concert to you in the comfort of your own living rooms. Yes, the magic of technology is incredible, and here we are having a full online concert, which Loveland Opera Theatre has been doing for the last couple of months, and I think it's so fantastic that we are able to do this kind of stuff during this pandemic. Before we get going, I would like to take a huge minute to say thank you to Loveland Opera Theatre, to Tim and Juliana, everyone behind the scenes. They have been working tirelessly to make sure that Loveland Opera Theatre and artists that they support in the community stay afloat and have some sort of opportunity during this time. As you may well know, the pandemic, the 2020, the COVID-19 pandemic has been extremely hard on the performing arts world. We are an industry that relies on large crowds of people. So it's been a challenge to figure out how to keep going without the live aspect. If you have the financial means, I would highly encourage donating to Loveland Opera Theatre. They are such an asset to this community, and I'm so grateful for them. Your donation supports artists like Kayla and myself, and people behind the scenes who have lost work and are still figuring out things amongst the uncertainty. So when Juliana first asked Kayla and I what we wanted to sing on this concert, I thought to myself, I was like, okay, what do I want to say in this moment in time as an artist, as a human? What do I want to say? And I kept thinking about all the songs that I had been singing and playing during these last 4 months, just to kind of inspire myself to keep working and, maintain a good emotional mind balance. I started looking at these songs and I realized that they kind of all have this commonality, that they kind of all grapple with hope in some ways. Like there's an interesting relationship of these characters like struggling or embracing the concept of hope. And then I looked at Kayla's list when she sent her rep and I was like, oh my gosh, this is, she's talking about the same thing. So I was like, why don't we do this concept, have this as our concept, hope and the many forms it takes. So I hope this journey through this strange concept called hope inspires you and resonates with you in some way, as it has resonated with me, and I hope you enjoy this concert. For this concert, I had the amazing ability to collaborate with David Mamedoff, who is amazing solo and collaborative pianist. It was actually kind of the first time either of us had worked with somebody else in the room, like while we're singing or playing the piano. So it was weird to have that. I mean, really not weird, but amazing to have that sort of collaboration happening in real time instead of singing with a backing track. So I'm incredibly grateful to David. This first aria is the Seguidilla from Bizet's Carmen. What I love about the character of Carmen is she is so resilient. I mean, she's one of the most resilient, self-reliant characters in all of opera. I mean, to a fault, it definitely doesn't work out well for her in the end, that self-reliance. But that resilience is so inspiring, that she's such this empowered character that she knows, no matter what situation she's in, that she can get herself out of it. So, enjoy the Seguidilla.
Remember what it was like to be a teenager falling in love for the first time? That's what the character Rosina is experiencing in this aria, Una voce poco fa, from The Barber of Seville. See, there's this guy, and his name is Lindoro. He's a poor student, and he's been serenading her outside her balcony and writing her love letters, so she's pretty smitten. She's decided she's going to make him hers. Now, here's the problem. Rosina's an orphan, and her guardian, Dr. Bartolo, has plans to marry her himself. So she not only has to find a way to end up with Lindoro, but also to foil Dr. Bartolo's plans to marry her, so that her and Lindoro can have a happy life together. Little does she know that this poor student, Lindoro, is actually a very wealthy count, but that's for the rest of the opera to reveal.
This next aria is from Rossini's opera La Donna del Lago, or The Lady of the Lake. Basically, the plot revolves around this lady named Elena, who is the Lady of the Lake. She is the most beautiful, most eligible bachelorette, essentially, in Scotland. Her dad is the head of this Scottish clan. And basically, there's 3 dudes that are all trying to win her hand, essentially. One, the first dude, is the king. She doesn't know it, but he's in disguise. The second dude is this other clan's leader. And the third dude is this guy named Malcolm, who is played by a mezzo in the story, so a pants role. And he doesn't come from anything. He doesn't have wealth. He doesn't have political status. So he is most definitely the underdog in this situation. But he and Elena have a history together, that they were in love a couple years back. And so this aria is basically Malcolm saying, I know I'm not the strongest one out there, but I will be gritty and I will persevere because I love this woman and I know she loves me back. And in the end, spoiler alert, guess who she ends up with?
All Love But a Day is probably one of the most famous songs by the female American composer Amy Beach. And it comes from the perspective of someone talking to their lover and saying, look at the way that the world is changing all the time, even in an instant, in a day. Summer's gone, the birds are gone, things can change at any moment. So look at me and tell me, are you going to change too?
This next song is a piece by Dvorak, who is a Czech composer. It's from a larger set called Ciganské melody, or Gypsy Songs. This is the first song in the song cycle, and I love this song so much. Here's the text in English, and I wanted to read a little bit of it for you. Okay. My song rings out with love when the day begins to fade, and when the moss and withered grass secretly drink in pearls of dew. My song resounds full of wanderlust as we journey through the world. Only on my wide native plains can my song ring out happily. My song rings out full of love as storm rages across the horizon, and my friend breathes his last breath and frees himself from pain. I love that image in the last stanza of my song rings out with love even through the storm, and even though my friend is dying. I find that incredibly inspiring right now. I hope you enjoy. Okay, this next song is also part of the same Dvorak cycle. The song is called Songs My Mother Taught Me. Basically, here's the text in English. When I was young, my mother would teach me to play and sing, and often there would be tears in her eyes. Now, when I teach children to play and sing, I find myself weeping. And this text means a lot to me. I think it really speaks to the joy of being a part of something bigger than yourself, especially when it comes to art and music being passed down from person to person, you know? And I always think of my mom, especially, and I miss her so much right now. She's in Colorado, and I've been here in Cincinnati. And hi, Mom, I love you. And I also think about all the music teachers I've had as I've gone through my studies, and just how lucky I've been to have some really amazing people be in that kind of mothering position, you know, and be so nurturing and help me along the way. And, you know, I'm so grateful to be a part of that, and it's bigger than me, and it's bigger than all of us, which is amazing. So I hope you enjoy this.
These next three songs are by one of my very favorite American contemporary composers of song, Lori Laitman. And they come from a set of songs that use Dickinson poetry as the text. So the first one today is going to be I'm Nobody, which is one of my very favorite songs to sing. And it's kind of from the perspective of someone who's a little bit different from the common crowd. And they finally found that person who gets them and is kind of like them. And they're poking fun at society and how they are, but really excited to finally maybe be meeting someone who is just like them. The second song, If I, is answering a question that I think a lot of us have. Basically, what good is my life? What can I do in such a big world? What difference can I make? What does it all matter? And it basically just says if I can do something as small as helping a little bird back into its nest, then I did something that meant something, and my life isn't in vain. My life has meaning. And I think that's a really comforting message, especially with everything that's going on right now. The third song, Will There Really Be a Morning, is especially meaningful right now. When we're in this pandemic, wondering when it's going to be over, feeling like there's no end in sight. It's asking, like, is the sun really going to rise? What is it going to be like? Who do I ask about? It's from the perspective of someone who's been in a dark place for a long time and is in a lot of ways struggling to hold on to hope, but still wants to hope. So I hope you'll find some comfort in the messages of these 3 songs. I think they're even more meaningful now during this current time than they were to me before, and I'm really excited to present them for you today. I'm nobody, who are you? Are you nobody too? Then there's a pair of us, a pair of us. Don't tell, they'd advertise, you know. How dreary to be somebody. How dreary. How public like a frog. To tell one's name the livelong June. To tell one's name the livelong June. To an admiring, bog. I'm nobody. Who are you? Are you nobody too? I'm nobody. Don't tell. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting Robin unto
This next song is from a musical theater show called Follies by Stephen Sondheim. And this song, the song Losing My Mind, has actually really kind of been my go-to song the last 4 months. I even learned how to play it on the piano. It just became this song that I could sing when I didn't know what I was feeling or when I felt numb. It was a good outlet for emotions. So that's why I wanted to sing it for you all today. But this song has really resonated with me, and I hope it'll resonate with you too.
The sun comes up.
Torch Song by the wonderful British composer Madeline Dring is very jazzy and cabaret. And I'm actually not going to say too much about this one, other than it's about when you found that wonderful person who you love, and it's going so well between the two of you, but there's this one thing that they do that drives you absolutely insane. Sometimes I get weary, sometimes I get sad, sometimes I'm just bleary, others awful bad. But when your bank account I see, I'm determined you were meant to be the only man for me. But lately I fear a liaison is tending to fail in a way you can't see. It's nothing to you, but to me it's unending. With each new sin I have loved you more. There's just one thing that I deplore. So take me unawares, kick me down the stairs, deceive me and leave me on the brink. But darling, if you say you love me, don't stop up the sink. When I'm admired, tell me I look tired. Thanks, abuse me and trample on my mink. But baby, if you want your honey, don't stop up the sink. After passion has reached the heights, someone's gotta make a cup of tea. Someone's gotta do the washing up. That someone is me. So slash me to bits, make the Sunday headlines, call me your niece and then wink. But darling, if you want my deadlines, I'm just dead sick of that old plunger. Play to me on your recorder, read me your verse that never rhymes, but don't make me sing for the plumber again. He comes at such very awkward times. Oh, teach me to sing, discuss your operation, read me the whole of Stephen King. But darling, for my own cooperation, do just as you think. Pop drugs in my drink, but don't stop up the sink.
We wanted to end with You'll Never Walk Alone from Carousel by Roger and Hammerstein. It just wouldn't be a concert about hope without singing this song at the end. So I think it's a powerful song. I hope you enjoy it as well. But first, I would like to say another huge thank you to the Loveland Opera Theatre crew. You all are amazing and continue to inspire me. Thank you, Juliana and Tim, and everybody else behind the scenes. Thank you for supporting artists like Kayla and myself, who have both experienced mass cancellations this summer and beyond. And, we're all dealing with a great deal of uncertainty right now. But I can't thank you enough for reaching out and creating opportunities in the midst of that. So if you have the financial ability to and are willing, I would definitely encourage donating to Loveland Opera Theatre. They are a huge asset to the Loveland, Colorado community, Colorado as a whole, and opera as a whole. So if you can support them, let's keep them thriving through 2020. I would also like to give a huge thank you to Kayla, who's amazing, and I love you so much. And I've always wanted to do a concert with you. I had no idea it would be like this, I don't really think anyone would have seen this coming. But I'm glad we're here, and I will have to do it again another day as well, live in person. And lastly, but not leastly, I would like to thank you all for inviting us into your homes, for being open to music, and thank you so much for giving us your time. So grateful to be sharing this with you now, and I can't wait for the day where we're all together again, live concerts. I mean, I'm gonna be a mess that day, just like crying like a baby probably, but I can't wait. So until that day, stay well, stay safe, be kind. Ciao.
Well, I know that I am... Well, I know that I have found a great bit of hope in watching our concert today. Hello there, my name is Timothy Kennedy, and I am the Artistic Director of Loveland Opera. And we are so excited that you joined us today for this beautiful concert, United in Hope, featuring mezzo-sopranos Christina, Hazen, and Kayla Nanto. And we are very grateful to their phenomenal pianists, Mary Dibburn and David Mamedov, for joining them in this journey of songs about hope. This is definitely a time in which we need hope, and music and song and word is a great way for us as a humanity to experience hope. This is something that opera and musical theater brings to humanity throughout our lives, and so because of this, we are grateful that Christina and Kayla and their pianists have brought these beautiful songs and these gorgeous melodies and these crafted words to us that help us to feel hope in our existence right now. I feel hope for a number of reasons. First of all, because I was inspired by the music and the visuals and the quotes that we were given during the concert. But I also feel hope because these two young artists, two beautiful singers who started as young singers with Loveland Opera when they were in their high school years, and then later as they continued to develop as singers in their early college years, came and sang different performances with us at Loveland Opera. I feel hope because as I continue to watch these great young singers grow, I know that they will consider Loveland Opera as a place that they can always come back to and consider home, because we were one of the first places that they were allowed to explore their craft on stage. And so because of that, I'm so grateful that Loveland Opera is a place where young artists can come and have a home, where they, even during this challenging time, can still hone their craft through virtual performances, and where we as an audience can enjoy their craft and the beauty of their voices as they continue to grow as young artists. I am also hopeful because as a company, Loveland Opera is blessed by donors like you who have continued to support us through this challenging time through donations to our current donation drive, as well as through donations to our virtual concerts, this being the fourth in our series of virtual concerts. We're so grateful that you have helped us to stay alive as an arts organization, to continue to support these artists that sing with us year in and year out through your donations. And because of you, we will continue to be able to bring music and hope and love and joy and peace through music and art to the Northern Colorado community and the entire state of Colorado, and right now virtually to the world, because of your help. We would ask that you would consider to continue to donate to us. You can donate today with the link that's below in the description box, or it's also on the screen in front of you. You can also donate anytime throughout the year and help us to keep opera and musical theater and art alive in our community and throughout the world. As the new artistic director of Loveland Opera, I am so excited about what is in store for our company. We continue with great performances in our virtual concert series each month, and we're looking forward to our Rodgers and Hammerstein Jubilee in October, where we will be performing live from the Rialto Theater in a live stream virtual performance featuring Colorado singers from our stage and from upcoming shows. And then we will continue with performances of Brigadoon in 2021, and we're so excited about what is in the future for Loveland Opera. But we can only continue to bring great music and to support great artists like Kayla and Christina with your help. So we hope you'll take a moment today to find it within yourself to give just a small amount or a large amount. $5, $25, $500, whatever you think you can give will go a long way to help us continue the mission of Loveland Opera and of bringing music and art and beautiful artists to you, our audience. Thank you again to our great artists. I hope you will join us after this concert for a Zoom live conversation with our artists. They will be joining us on Zoom, and that information can be found on our website. So we hope that you will join us for that conversation in just a few minutes. And don't forget that we will continue these performances with great concerts coming up in the next couple of months. Keep checking our website and our Facebook page for more information. And if you haven't liked our Facebook page, that's a great way to get information about what's going on with Loveland Opera. There's a lot of exciting things coming, and you don't want to miss out. Thanks so much for joining us today. Try to join us on the Zoom call to have a moment to meet Christina and Kayla and talk with them. And I hope to see you again at one of our concerts. And very soon we will see you in live performances again too. I hope you go away with hope in your heart. Have a great day.